everyone, welcome to another episode of Century Countess aka Reaper Golf Videos. Today is the next sequence. We just finished filming the second sequence where you saw this process happen and the false hairline that we did not expect to do, the drag method, but we ended up doing it anyway. So we did a little bit of off-camera stuff while we were waiting for that video to upload, which was a while, and so here's what we have. As you know, if you want to know more about sections, watch part 2, which we just uploaded. So we have this stuff right here. This right here is the smoothing section. We will probably do a slight bit of teasing with this and bring more oomph to the false bang here. Well, not the false bang, the false hairline. This right here is going to be semi-teasing, where there's still a little bit of length. And then this here is just going to be the super teased. This is literally going to be our, what do you call it? Our armature of teasing. This is going to take its shape. And then this right here is kind of like a support teasing section. So these two is basically, by the way, going back to this is just one whole section, but it's in sections because we're going to need to do it that way. And then as well as these. So we have the support, which is going to be like a slightly tilted back. And then it's going to be something kind of, hold on if I can, kind of like that when we get done. So I think, let me just, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to remove this and just replace it with a hair tie. That way it doesn't become a nuisance. We're going to do this, then we're going to just lay that flat, and then we're going to lay these flat. Now these are duct clipped together because, like I said, these are part of the same group. These aren't duct clipped together, but they are part of the same group, but we're going to be working on them first. It's just best to do this part first. So we have a type of holder. So what we're going to do is we're just going to, like I said, we're going to do some teasing. So this is basically the fun part of the video, you guys. We're not going to do too much teasing. On this section, because like I said, we just need a little bit, and then we're going to kind of blend it. Oh shit, my bad. Okay. And then we're just taking our brush and kind of combing. Like I said, we want to try to tease it as much as possible, because this is just basically the back base, the support. And we just want to try to clamp it down as much as we can. Like I said, this is probably going to be the last run for this wig. And then, so, and I've been having some ideas on what the outcome of this wig is going to be when we make a whole new Mr. Fancyman wig with the style of wig that we want to use. Now we're going to remove, and then what we want to do is we're just smoothing. This is literally, oh, this is part of the, there we go. We just want to smooth it. Like I said, this is just for blending. What is this? Is this? Yeah, that's part of the, alright. There. Now, see that there. Alright, one sec, you guys. I need to find my scissors. Alright, no need to use the scissors just yet. I figured it out. So you just want to comb that, and then with regular wet spray, just give it some texture. With your regular comb, just want to blend it in with the other hair. Alright, as you can see, it's kind of blending. It's blending. That's what we want. Now we want to cement it. Make sure you get that section, as much of it as you can. Now blow dry. Also, you want to make sure this does not twist in any way. So, we're basically semi-melting the hair. Like I said, this is going to be a last round, you guys, Prt3. Alright. Alright. You don't want to do too much heat. Like I said, you just want to lightly melt the hair where it's not too noticeable, just enough to where it's still the hairspray is still slightly sticky, so the wetness is protecting it from being too melted, but just enough to where it stays this way. And as you can see, this section blends with this section. Now for the crowning. This part is going to be interesting to do. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to start off with sections, of course. Like I said, we want this close to the scalp. We want this literally patted down as tightly as possible. See, I'm going to move this a little closer. Probably can see Josette sleeping in the background. I don't know. You can kind of see a glimpse of a future project. That blue bit of fabric there. What's this? Oh, there's more. Now, just like before, a little bit of spray. Let's just try to we'll just blend it, and then whatever loose ends, we just brush it with the hair. Sure. Okay. use a loophole. Well, not a loophole, more of a little bit of a loop. Now, there we go. We got, I guess you could say the, had it, and then like the last layer, just a little bit of teasing, but not much. And then we just want to try to just do a little bit of teasing at the bottom, and then spread it around. And then just bring that forward. And again, once more, spray. Spray and blend. Spray and blend. More hair dryer. Alright. As you can see, it's coming quite along. It's coming quite along. And then it's another repeat. This time we're not going to do probably not much teasing at all. This is just a smoothing thing that we're doing. And a little bit of wet spray. There we go. Look at that. Give it a few minutes. Alright. Now comes the fun part. Oh shit. A little bit of teasing. Not much, just enough to... There we go. And then brush. And then bring a few more hairs out. As you can see. Just tearing that teasing and bringing it down. And then we're just going to fan this out, this part of the hair out as much as we can. And then when we're ready, we spray it. And then a bit of a repeat on this side. Just like before. And then before we smooth it out, be very careful because your hands will get sticky and it will attach to the hair because this stuff is like glue and it gets tacky. So, yes, and look, we have a little bit more hair. That's a little too much. So let's use just our handy dandy regular comb to get some of that teasing. Oh, I'm sorry guys, I didn't mean to hide what we were doing. Now we start let's see, there we go. And like I said, you want to spray that now. Let's go to the back. And then just do the same that we did in the back. let's just remove a bead, or a pin, I should say. And here's what we have so far. Let's split this in some layers, and like before, a little bit of teasing. Spray, spray, spray. And then, like before, and what we want to do is we want to remove this pin so it doesn't end up becoming melted into the wig when we start cementing the hairline. Now let's work on the back just a bit. Okay. Now then. Just add a good layer of spray. Let's see. 23 minutes and 30 something seconds in. Alright, let me trim this. Okay. Snip, snip, snip. Ooh, oh, that was close. I literally thought I accidentally snipped one of the side curls. Thank goodness it was just a false alarm. But it literally looked like we had nicked it. No good. We did not nick it. That's good. Alright. Let's pull this one out and that one out. Now, let's alright, now we're just going to not going to use that. Let me put some things away and we'll do the next step. Remember these? These were the wads that we found inside the wig. We are going to use them for padding for the ringlets for extra strength and volume. And then we just trim the little bits This will also keep them, let's see, let's get rid of this black bit. There was a bit of black hair in that one. We want to just kind of roll it, use the heat of our hand to kind of there we go. And then this one already has a little bit of padding in it. I've already put some in it. You just need to put a little bit in that one down below. There we go. And a little on the other side. Let's see. Maybe we can. There we go. On that side as well. And this also helps with splits. Like if there's a split and you see barity, this will hide the splitting a bit. Okay. It's still kind of drying. One sec, let me throw this stuff away, this little bit right here, and we'll get to the next step. Alright, the next step is to get our little curl pouch or ponytail pouch pillow. I don't think they really gave it a name, and if they did, I can't remember. Alright, and then what you want to do is you want to drawstring it. And let me just double check, okay. Yes, that is the right side. And then wind it up. Not there. Not there. Then bring up our little bow. The Mr. Fancyman bow. Carefully knot, and then go back to the tie from before, untie it a moment, and then carefully wrap in the excess bow. That way it's all hidden. And then you just tuck it all in. There we go. And no one will know. And here it is. Mr. Fancyman is, I guess you could say, 98% finished. We just still need to clip the hairline, but before we do that, let me just... Oh, Lord. There you go. False hairline. And now we're just going to clip it to where we want it. I thought we wouldn't have to, but for now we're just going to go. Want to give them a widow's peak. And then we're just going to carefully just snip that bit away. And there we go. We may have to alter it because let me just see. Yep. One sec. What time is it? 31 minutes in, okay. Alright, we definitely need to trim that. Alright, there we go. Now it looks more centered. Just a little bit more trim. That's as good as we can get it. Alright. Now our hair is styled, so we can't really put it on just now, and I am planning to go out. But we will put it on later. If I can get it back on. It's like it's been on, it's like I've been on here for who knows how long. I don't want to get back on the head. Okay. Alright, now you just need to kind of, there we go, fuse that a little bit. There. And we'll see how it looks later, and if we need to, we can always trim more. In fact, I'm probably going to regret this later. I just can't stop. Honestly, you guys, I cannot stop. I don't know what the hell I'm doing. I will be honest. Like I said, I think it's because this is the first time I've actually tried this. Or well, one of my second attempts. I've tried this in the past and it did not go well, you guys. It did not go well. Just go ahead and take it off again. This is going to be almost an hour-long video. Right, here it is. That's as best as we can get it. I'm afraid to do any more to it. So we will try this on later. And hopefully all will go well. So please like, subscribe, and hit that bell for more. Until next time, bye-bye.